Gotta shoot. Be right back. Talk soon. Set. Great. Okay, so what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Like I always say, another day, another microphone review. So we're gonna get this done quickly. About 4 or 5 months ago, I bought this microphone bundle from Amazon for around $50, if I recall correctly. This is the Tonor Q9. But of course, if you went and you searched that on Amazon, I am doubtful you will find a microphone. I think mostly these things always have keywords in their titles. So for the sake of people who would want to get this after this review, I will leave a link in the description. But without further ado, let's talk about the Tonor Q9. All right, so like I said, I've had this microphone in the studio for about 4 or 5 months now, and I have tested it a few times. Now, I have not used it as often as I would hope that I would, because obviously I have my other microphone, which is like significantly more expensive, and I would rather use that for my voiceover work. But this microphone doesn't slack at all. Now, the first thing, or my first impressions about this microphone when I first got it into the studio, was that this is probably the best microphone bundle on a budget that you can find on Amazon. I mean, for $50, you get the actual microphone, which is this guy over here. They give you a pop filter. They give you this boom arm that you can attach to your desk, the USB cable, and I believe in the box there's also like a foam filter that you can put on the microphone, because obviously not everybody is going to want to use, you know, a pop filter like so. I mean, if you wanted to record music with this, I guess it makes sense to have a pop filter, but if you were doing like a podcast and there was a lot of moving your microphone around and stuff, you probably don't want to have, you know, a pop filter in your face like this, which I kind of understand. It makes sense. But think about this for a moment. How are they able to sell you this quality microphone? It's a completely metal build, by the way. The microphone is totally metal. Nothing about this is plastic. This is a metal microphone with a shock mount and a boom arm to attach to your desk, and a pop filter and an extra filter for the microphone itself for $50. How are they able to do that? It almost makes no sense to me. Like, I think about it and I'm like, are they actually making any profit from selling this device at that price? But then I believe I checked Amazon moments ago and I saw this device was now around $54 or $56 thereabout, which again still makes sense, but it's still not a lot. Like, I cannot understand where the profit margin is, where the price is at that. I mean, all the audio you're listening to right now is coming straight out of the microphone. Essentially, I have not touched it. I have not edited this audio. I have simply recorded it directly into Adobe Audition, as you can see right now. Carried that clip and I have put it onto the video and you're listening to it. Nothing else was added in post. There was no normalizing. There was no EQing. There was nothing. Just in my mind, I'm thinking, if you actually took 5 or 10 minutes to fix up the audio, EQ it a little bit, do some audio mastering, this could be a fantastic microphone for a budget, or people who are looking for microphones on a budget. Now, there's another microphone that I reviewed on the channel that I said was my favorite USB microphone. That was the Fujifilm K670, I believe. Yes, K670. I reviewed that sometime last year, I believe. And while that microphone is still perfect, like I still absolutely love that microphone, I cannot get past the fact that you get all these extra things in the bundle for this microphone. And if I was going to recommend a microphone to you right now, I'll probably say choose this because of all the extra things that they include in the box. Now, don't get me wrong, that is still a fantastic microphone. I still love the audio quality from that microphone, but for value for money, relative to what you're getting in the box and what the company is giving to you when you actually purchase this item, this is probably the way to go for people who are trying to start podcasts, content creation, and, you know, general YouTube videos, voiceover work, stuff like that. Excellent microphone. The final thing that I want to say about this microphone and why this microphone is a little different than other microphones or USB microphones that I've tried recently. I have to get the pop filter out of my face for this one. So basically, as you can see, this is, okay, actually you can't see that, but this is a unidirectional microphone. Basically what that means is it only picks up from the front, or it's supposed to only pick up from the front of the microphone. Now, the interesting thing about this though is this microphone actually picks up all around. Now, of course, the audio quality changes a little bit when you go round the microphone. For example, if I moved it a little bit and I started talking off to the side, it's still picking up. You can still hear me, but the audio quality is going to shift a little bit. Same thing with if I was talking to the back of the microphone. It still picks up, but I believe you're going to be getting like a lot more bass frequency from this kind of microphone setup essentially. But you can still hear me, maybe not clearly, but you can hear me. Now the microphone works best, of course, when you're facing it head on like this. This is where the best audio quality is going to, be provided to you. As yeah, this is where you get the best quality out of this microphone, and this is how I recommend that you use this microphone. Now I do not, like I said, recommend that you use the pop filter if you're not recording music. If you're doing podcasts or regular YouTube videos, or you're streaming, you can simply use the foam filter that's included in the box. I will show you a video of that right now with some B-roll, and you're pretty good. Now another thing that I find really interesting about this microphone is the volume controls that are included on the front. You can actually turn down or turn up the microphone's pickup essentially, and that basically lets you decide the volume of the pickup of the microphone essentially. Now this does 2 or 3 things for me. The first thing that this does for me is, if I'm somebody who is extremely lazy and I don't want to work on my audio in post, I simply want to just record or just stream and have the audio go straight into my video, and I don't want to do any post processing or anything, I can just set the audio to the perfect volume for my needs and stick to that. I don't have to actually change anything ever. I just leave it that way, plug it into my computer, plug it into my video game, whatever, and I am good to go. And if I'm somebody who I like to have some leeway to actually edit my audio in post, I can simply just turn it down a little bit so I have, some leeway to work with in post, so that I can, normalize my audio, I can EQ my audio, I can do some compression, stuff like that. And by the way, I actually have a tutorial on my channel on how to master your audio for podcasts and stuff so that you can sound a lot better. So I will leave a link to that in the description, or there will be a pop-up on the screen somewhere right now so that you can go watch that and check it out if you've not seen it. Yeah, man, this is a fantastic value for money. At $56 or thereabout right now, there is no way you're beating this as far as value for money goes. Now, of course, there may be better microphones that sound better than this. I think a unidirectional pickup pattern is excellent because it gives you better sound quality and you get a lot of rejection for noise that's around you, which is probably why I love the Fujifilm K670 so much. But of course, again, with a pop filter and, the shock mount and the boom arm included in the box for only $56, this is an absolute steal, and I definitely recommend this. I think I'm sweating a little bit. I have to go find dinner now. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys on another video that was shot by Kagan. Peace. The God of gods.